Your trading plan isn't working probably because it's not specific enough. You can't really call it a trading plan if there's not a thorough checklist of everything that you need to see in order to get high probability setups. For instance, maybe your trading plan is just to take low a day view up breaks. Well, there's way too many of those in general that we need to add other barriers to in order us to be more picky, be more selective, and have other criteria that lifts those probabilities a little bit higher than simply a low a day view up break. So let's look at the charts and I'll show you some more examples of exactly what I mean. So on Friday's trade, we had some nice long opportunities at the open of a bullish pop higher, higher high, higher low right off New York VWAP. Now, if my only thing in my plan was just to follow high day VWAP breaks, then I should be getting long in here once buyers are stepping back in. But that can't be enough part of your plan. We need to have other criteria, maybe the 15-minute, another secondary VWAP. What are the stocks doing? The VIX, the MAG 7, any of these things. They don't need to be all of it, but you definitely need to have more than just one or two things involved in your checklist. Otherwise, you'll be chasing trades all day long. I want less trades, higher probability than just more trades in every trade. So let's throw on yesterday's New York VWAP, part of my trading plan and part of my checklist that I can't go against. So when we actually throw that on, you can see we're rejecting right off it. So we tagged that to yesterday's 9:30 New York Open. Actually, this is on the electronic trading hours. So right there, 9:30, we get a nice bullish pop. Sellers couldn't get us above it. We get right back underneath. Buyers try to take control, but we're underneath the key VWAP. And the 15-minute, we could pop that open as well, is actually moving us lower. Overnight, from the left here, still lower highs. Underneath these two key VWAPs, you could even throw in a daily VWAP. You'll be below that as well. How could I be a buyer into these two key VWAPs? I can't be. So if my only thing in my plan, my trading plan, was to just be long on high day VWAP breaks to continue trend, well, the trend's not actually bullish. So this doesn't fit my plan to find a high probability long. All right, so then I'm not taking this long, but maybe it's not in your plan to take it short. And that's absolutely fine. But another thing isn't part of your plan, chasing momentum. We're not going to just be saying, oh, we're moving lower here. Here's our lower highs, lower lows. Let me just get in short. You get a little bit of move out of that. When do you pull profits? You probably don't just pull it exactly there because that would be very, very lucky and fortunate that we have to wait for the pullback. If we don't take that short from the jump, that's fine. Wait for a pullback. See if sellers can defend this New York VWAP. They do. This is now in line with my 15-minute. I just showed you those lower highs and lower lows. Okay, so I want to short it, but I can't just be chasing price here. I can't be chasing price way down here on the first break outside the initial balance low. I need to wait for a pullback off a key level and a break of lower day VWAP. So now I got two things in my checklist as well as the 15-minute on my side. All right, now I just need to wait for that to happen. So let's anchor a lower day VWAP there. You can see sellers do take control after retesting this New York here. So there's the key level. Check. Short on the lower day VWAP break. There we go. And a stop loss above that pin. Now you can go continue the trend because the trend is actually bearish. And it's following your plan of off a key level, even off the initial balance low. Great retest here off a key level that you know sellers probably want to defend that level. The New York VWAP is in the way of your stop loss as well. That's really, really good as well. So that fits my plan. But if I don't take that one, my plan is still off a key level and a break of lower day VWAP for shorts. So let's anchor a lower day to the new pump lower. It pulls back, breaks the lower day VWAP. Okay, I'll get in on this opportunity because I missed that last one. Stop loss at the structure. It's out of gas. It doesn't keep running lower. But if I zoom it out here, what key level is this off of? This one is off initial balance low, New York VWAP. This one is off nothing. We have this plenty of space between New York and initial balance low. And it's not really a big enough pullback for me personally. If you've seen any of the videos on this channel, maybe it's a little bit discretionary, but the pullbacks have to be longer than 10 minutes, 10, 20 points. I'd like to see a longer duration. You can see this pullback, just to throw numbers on it, 10:40, and you're getting in long at 11:12. So 30 minutes before sellers step back in and they're ready to move lower. This one, from the low to when you're breaking it, 13 minutes. That's a quick pullback. Again, it doesn't really fill a lot of this space. I want to fill as much of this gap as possible, get as close to those key levels as possible, and then short it. Then that would fit my plan. So I avoid this losing short because it's not part of my plan. And this isn't part of my plan chasing momentum. So I miss that losing short at a bad price. But if you just wait for your specific plan and you have a good plan, which is off a key level, followed by that break of low a day, there you go. There's your short opportunity there. Now, inversely, let's talk about this first play of the morning as well, because I think it's a good lesson. Let's just pretend the 15-minute trend was bullish. We're above the daily VWAP and above yesterday's New York VWAP. Let's just pretend that that's our yesterday's New York here in blue. Well, then if this setup were to present, and we get a bullish open following my bullish trend on the 15-minute, and we get this setup, new high day, retest of a key level in New York VWAP, break of high day VWAP, then I would absolutely get long here because that's now fitting more criteria of my checklist of in line with the higher time frame trend, off a key VWAP, and a break of high day, buyers are in control. I would have to take this setup. But having more things part of my plan, I'm not just zoomed in onto 1 minute breaks because there's more information that needs to be known, aka today, that the bearish sentiment is actually stronger than the longs today. You can even go back to the day prior. Let's rewind this and put on our VWAPs here on the 9:30 open from the other day. You can see same thing short. These nice bounces off the initial balance low here in black, these bottom lines. Initial balance low, initial balance low. It keeps playing around with this initial balance low. I'd much rather trade it up there off that key level than chasing it down here or chasing it down here. I just get better risk reward and a better price when it's off these key levels or a key VWAP if it did want to come to New York on that day. So you need to be either having more criteria in your checklist, aka more VWAPs that you need to be off of, or the key level as well. If you haven't seen Futures 2.0 yet, you can go to AceFX TV. I'll give you all the key levels as well as the strategy and the exact setups that I'm looking to take, similar to the ones we just went over of the VWAP break, the VWAP bounce, but also reading the higher time frame so you don't just get sucked into every single VWAP break. Where to put your stop loss, what key levels to trade off of, so everything that you need. And if you use code Evan, you actually get 50% off your first month. So you get access to these 2 courses as well as the live streams where I take these setups live so you can learn even more about what trades to take, what not to take, when to get in, when to get out, all those good things, right? So I really hope that you don't hate your trading plan and blame your trading plan for the losses when it just may need to be tweaked a little bit more and add a little bit more information, right? It's not that it's missing a lot or that it's wrong completely. Again, if you're taking lower day VWAP breaks for shorts, let's say, that's not a bad idea, but we need to add in other factors like we went over in this video. So hopefully you guys can make that switch, make those fine tunes to your plan and start making money because you're probably not as far away from these profits that you want. You're probably just taking too many trades because your plan is not strict enough or it's too vague that it doesn't have enough rules within it that it keeps you undisciplined and always has you in the market, always has you needing to take a trade, right? And one last reminder, all these trades that I went over and all the accounts that I'm with, they're all on Tradeify, where again, if you use code Evan Dyer, you actually get 35% off the 50K accounts and 30% off every other account. So if you're looking to trade with Tradeify and the straight to sim funded or the challenge ones, definitely use my code so you don't have to pay full price. I'll save you over $200 on all these accounts if you use my name at checkout. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's have a great week and finish the month strong. If you have any questions about your plan versus my plan, or you want to learn my plan, like I said, check out AceFX TV. Trade safe. I'll see you guys on the desk tomorrow morning.